Let's be trick-or-treaters. Trick-or-treat. What the? What is up, YouTube? My fellow YouTubers. Welcome back. Happy Halloween. And this is episode number 3 of the Beginner Learns Pro Tools series. So before I get started, I am sorry for the wait. It's been a little over a week and a half since my last upload, and that isn't because of lack of motivation, simply because I was waiting for my new phone to come in the mail. I got an iPhone 15, so hopefully the quality is a little bit better as far as video is concerned, a little bit better for you guys. If not, you can take that up with my manager. But today, I thought it'd be a good idea to go exploring a little bit, go on a little bit of an expedition. I'm just gonna explore around Pro Tools. I'm gonna take a look at some tools, some effects, some keyboard shortcuts, and yeah, I'm just gonna try to, figure some stuff out and figure out, how to get better sounds or more of the sounds that I want, and how to improve my workflow. That's the goal of this video. So the way I'm going to go about that is I'm going to start a project. I'm going to add a few tracks on there, like drums, bass, keys, trumpet, vocals, and I'm going to route all those to an aux track, and I'm just going to slap a bunch of effects on there. I'm going to play with some knobs, and I'm going to see what happens, I feel like you can't really go wrong with that. But with that being said, the final product of today isn't going to be the goal of the video. The goal is strictly, I want to experiment. I want to figure some stuff out. I got a notepad over here to write down some things that I figure out, so I can actually use some of these skills later on in future videos. So yeah, that's the goal for today. I want to get straight into it, so let's get to cooking. Oh, also, 2 things. Speaking of cooking, I did make some chicken fried steak today that looked immaculate. Hold on, let me see if I can show you guys. Oh my, ooh, it was so good. I literally ate half of it and I was stuffed. But second thing is I'm selling a camera. I'm selling a DSLR camera. It is a little bit older camera, Sony A100, and as you can see, it's very nice, but I don't know how to use it, and I'm not a photographer, and I feel like it'd be, more suited in the hands of somebody that actually knows how to use it and actually can get the most out of it. So selling that, I have a bunch of accessories with it, a couple of lenses, some memory cards, chargers, all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in that, hit me up in the comment section. We can link up. If not, if you like the video, drop a like on this video, maybe subscribe if you're so inclined. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Let's do it. Alright, that's enough of that. The new Uzi just dropped. Yeah, new Uzi dropped. You gotta listen to masters do it first before you try to do some stuff on your own, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. I'm gonna get started with this thing now. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna make a very, very, very simple thing. See how fast I can do this actually. I think I was supposed to do stereo on this actually. Can you do it? Stereo instrument track? I don't even know if you can do that. Can you do a stereo instrument track? You can. So yeah, let me just make another one of these. There we go. We like stereo better. Stereo can hang. And I'm going to get, what's the one that I used again? Groove Cell. Good old Groove Cell. Let me find my MIDI here. Is it not? Okay, my MIDI's not coming through. I don't know why. It's obviously coming through. Find the right octave, I guess. Okay. Dude, why is my... Oh. I made the rookie mistake. Guys, I made the biggest mistake in Pro Tools history. I forgot to arm my track. Let's try this again. There it is. Okay. Yeah, let's see how fast I can do this. Let me get my tempo right. Oh, actually, that was something I wanted to do. See if I can figure out tap tempo. Okay, yeah, let's do that first. Use a MIDI controller to tap tempo. Set up them preferences. Click the MIDI tab that says use MIDI to tap tempo. Okay. So let's give that a try. Preferences is where exactly? Preferences, here we go. Setup, preferences, MIDI, use MIDI to tap tempo. Okay. And then we'll go back. Check the conductor icon, which is, I'm guessing, this guy here. Highlight the BPM and then tap the tempo. Click enter to apply. So we'll do the conductor icon and then, oh yes, we did it. We did it, boys. So 148, half of that is 74. Cool. So check that off. Thank you, Google. Tap tempo. That was one thing I really wanted to figure out, and all you got to do is do the conductor and then click on the tempo thing. So that works. Let's get to recording. That's time, baby. That's what you call time, ladies and gentlemen. I got it. No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop. I'm going to open this up in the MIDI editor. Get that out of the way, please. Thank you. And then we're just going to quantize all this. So Control A to select it all, and then Q. And then yeah, that should be it. See, the computer has time. We both do. It really didn't even need to quantize anything because I got that time, you know what I'm saying? Let's get out of that. And we are going to duplicate, Control, copy, paste, paste, paste. Okay, so this brings me to another thing I want to experiment with. There has to be a way that you can record over something that was already recorded. There just has to be a way. So let me do a little Google searching real quick, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, cool, here we go. How to record over regions without deleting them. This is, I think, what I want. So there's a playlist feature. Allows me to take on a single track. Like YouTube. I want to learn myself. I don't want somebody to just tell me how to do it. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing, but. I think honestly it's better for mixing purposes not to have all of the drums on just one track. So with that being said, I think I'm going to do all of them separately. I think that'll actually help me out a lot more. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go hats, and I'm gonna go snare, and I'm gonna go groove cell, and then I'm gonna pick my snare. That's a shitty snare. I'm gonna find a better snare real quick, because that is just a god-awful snare. That doesn't sound, that's just bad. It's just bad. Here we go. Classic. And I definitely could probably just do a loop here. No need. I need to get better with the workflow anyway. Whoops. Ew, what the? Ew. Okay, guys, what are we doing here? Seriously? That's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ooh, the blues sessions. This has to, oh, those are loops. Real strings. Okay, this has to be, no, I don't need strings. Dub-wise, this has to be good, man. Like, it has to. Shaker, timbale, ooh, that's actually fire. Come on, guys, I just need a snare sound. Okay, that's not bad. Let me hear the other ones first, though. Wow, that's just a lot. I want something that sounds like a freaking trash can. Alright, that'll work. Whatever. We'll go with that. And to get started. Quantize this real quick, and the editor barely moves because I got impeccable time. And then we are going to duplicate those, and then we're going to Group all of that. Same thing with this, we're gonna group them. I'm gonna turn the tempo up a little bit actually. Yeah, a little bit lower, a little bit lower. Come on, I just want 80. Thank you. Alright, snare's done. Let's just do bass drum. Groove cell, you know the deal. You already know the deal. Groove cell. That works. Beautiful. Quantize that. MIDI editor. Q. And then we're going to duplicate those. We're going to group that. Wait. There's supposed to be one at the beginning. What are we doing? Supposed to be one at the beginning. Grid. And then Control C. All the, you can just go to hell. And then, oh, there she is. Control V. And Control V. And we'll exit out of that. Actually, yeah, we just need one of those. Delete that. Duplicate that. Group that. I wonder, okay. That works. I'm gonna take a look at the keyboard shortcuts really quick. I think let's just see what we can find on there, because I know there's a lot of stuff I'm missing out on as far as shortcuts are concerned, and I just kind of want to see what I can get my hands on. So I thought I saw it. I thought I saw it here somewhere. Setup. Oh, here we go. Keyboard shortcuts. Wow. Am I is this what I think it is? Is this what I think it is? Create fades? Hold on. Control F. Don't mind if I Control F real quick. See what I can do. Control F. Control F. I'm Control Fing. Nothing is effing happening. Okay. I did see last video, this option right here is blanked out, and I don't know why. I really don't. Maybe if I ungroup, maybe I can see it's still like grayed out. I don't understand why. Yeah, I'm trying to Control F. It's not really working. I don't know. Fade in from start cursor. Execute. So I don't really think I need a crossfade. Alt start right arrow. Okay, wait. What is focus? If I sing key shortcut for edit, like the AZ button in the upper right hand corner is enabled. Where's the? Oh, okay. So, wait. Z. Wait. Reset. Control F. Reset, reset, reset. I'm scared to do anything because I don't want to. What if we're gonna get to the fade? We will get to it, but I really just want to. I want to keep it going. I don't want to spend too much time on fades right now, because I will be on there all day. I swear, all day. And I'm not going to do RFQs. I literally video. But what I'm trying to do then is, what was I going to do? Click. Put this here. So put this. Oh, so you got to put this here. I'm going to get back out. Command keyboard focus. Another track. Go to tempo. Copy. So this focus thing I'm cool with. If I have this clip here, I'll leave. I can edit these with simpler, like keyboard shortcuts. But I know regular keyboard shortcuts. Let's keep it on. Ooh, team. That's cool. Delete fades. If I see fades one more time, I swear I'm gonna freak. Structure the chord. Okay. This space, not me. Duplicate track. Edit lock clip. Edit window, scrolling window views. Says edit window, and then operations quantize. Oh, so you can quantize with Alt 0. Oh, sick. I didn't know that. Let's write that one down, shall we? Quantize Alt plus 0. That's a cool one. Second transposing would be cool. So the sentence, you know, how many shortcuts I add, which is cool. Everyone add as well. They can start cursor from cursor to end. From start to cursor. Okay, let me try this one time. I swear this is the last one I swear we're not gonna freeze tracks, game reducer, grab tool. Also shortcuts are like grab tool. Okay, that's actually cool. And shortcuts in the grid versus shortcuts in the grid is cool too. For audio, that's usually standard. Increase rate value, increase note velocity. Oh, okay, so you can actually like, that's actually cool. So silence at the time, layering editing. I don't know, loop play back, loop record, loop tool. Input play, and keyboard quantize. So I wonder if you can quantize while you're like playing. Will it automatically quantize? That's actually cool. I can try to figure that out. Mix window. I'm not gonna get into that. There's like so many shortcuts. It's ridiculous. There's no way anybody knows like a quarter of these. Oh, new track. Control Shift N. That's useful. Very useful. Alright, so took a look at some of the keyboard shortcuts. I only got about 3 that I thought would really be useful for me right now, but I feel like as we go along, there will be things that I don't want to go the long way about doing things, so I'll find keyboard shortcuts as we go. Right now, it's sort of a little daunting to see all of those a million shortcuts and try to use all of them, so I think that'll be an ongoing thing, but I'm glad I looked at it. It's definitely something I am interested in, is shortcuts. I want to improve my workflow, but we're gonna keep it going. I got, there's a mosquito, get out of here. I'm gonna add some pads. Let's go, come on with this thing so we can start adding some effects to some stuff. I'm gonna go expand because I love expand, and there's a lot of stuff on here. Action pads. Fuck it, why not? Let's try it. Huh. I don't know if. See, I think the action pads just do way too much. They just do too much. I kind of just want something that's sort of like. Okay. So it is Halloween. Might as well do the spooky one, right? My hair is hairing right now. Yeah, we're gonna go with the spooky. But first, I think I want to add my bass. And I will add expand to this as well. Actually, you know what? Let's try to experiment a little bit. Analog Labs. Oh, I don't have those installed. Awkward. Why are they on there? I don't have any of them. Why are they even? I legit don't even know why they're on here if I can't use them. Whatever. We're not gonna mess with those. Captain chords, mini grand, Satala.
Okay, I don't have a license. I'm not gonna do that one. Structure. So these are like sine waves. Whoa, okay. Fat resonant bass. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we're gonna go with this. We're gonna. Whoo, that's a fat sound, okay. That's fat. So. I'm going to. So can you duplicate? Oh yeah, here we go, right here. Everything, duplicate everything. And then I'm gonna go. And then MIDI edit that bitch. Control all. Yeah, that's how you do that. You don't have to replay everything, Brandon. You don't have to make things harder in life. Alright, that's cool. Let's get our pads going. Nothing is mixed, by the way, so I'll do some mixing work at the end. Found something better. Alrighty. These can. You're done.
You're done. You're done.
This can be duplicated. That can be duplicated. This can be duplicated. And yeah. I think I want to add some kind of trompeta. You guys forgot I am a trumpet player at the end of the day. Input, I'm gonna do interface. And then record. Oh, I also need to move my fried chicken. I don't know where to move it. I'm just gonna move it there for now. Turn on my volt because this mic needs power. Perfect. Testing. I'm gonna mute my vocal mic and we're gonna get to recording some trumpet over this real quick. I am going to use a mute, by the way, because it's a little late. And I don't want to wake up my neighbors that wake me up all the time. Oh, by the way, a little update to that neighbor fiasco we had in the last video. It's kind of messy. I heard this dude yelling again in the middle of the hallway, slamming doors and shit. It sounded bad. I'm a little worried. But I'm too scared to go over there and knock on the door, see what's going on. So if anything pops off, man, I may have to, I hate but I'll call the front office in a hurry. I'll call them in a hurry. Let's get this recorded. About the instrument track, that's not what I need to use to record trumpet. So that is a learning point for me. I'm gonna delete that. I'm pretty sure it's audio track. And we'll go to use our new shortcut, Control Shift N. Haha, there she is. All right, we'll do audio track, create. So yeah, let's see if this works. So, my mic! My poor mic. My poor mic. Okay, so. That works. I'm actually gonna do another one of those. I'll call this trumpet 1, and I'm gonna layer some because layering is cool and it sounds cool. My D's a little out of tune, but don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, sweetheart.
Hey Brandon, what you got on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
And then I'm gonna add a little harmony to trumpet 2. I'm gonna play it.
Add another harmony to that. I don't know. Trim that off. Went to duplicate, duplicate, and duplicate. I won't, but I will add a layer to the second trumpet. Alrighty, and then we'll just cut this little bit off and we'll duplicate that, and we're on to the next. Last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to add some vocals to maybe get some. My mic just RKO'd itself onto the ground. But yeah, the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add some vocals because I do want to experiment with the little Autotune. I may have to download a plugin for that. Hopefully there's some free ones. I really don't want to pay for anything. But just in case, I am just gonna track some vocals, and if I can't find any Autotune or if I don't like them, then I'll just mute it. But the only issue with that is I'm not really sure how to record audio on this USB mic. Because if you look, let's say I create a new track, because I know how to do that quickly now, and I go here to audio track, create, and for input, there's no input for my Blue Yeti plug-in mic or USB plug-in mic. There's only the input for the interface, so that could be an issue. I think all I have to do is do my playback engine, but first, before we do anything, I'm going to save this session. It's called Experiments, and I'm gonna try that because I'm pretty sure if you change playback engine, it will mess up all your stuff. Okay, so yeah, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. It wasn't allowing me to record on Pro Tools because it said some CPU stuff was going on, and it also wasn't picking up any audio from Pro Tools or my microphone on OBS. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to use my interface or my USB mic to record in Pro Tools at this moment until I figure that out. And I'm sure the ASIO or whatever that is, I'm sure that can be used. I just have to experiment a little bit more for that. But until then, there is a workaround. I'm just going to use my trumpet mic. So it's still a microphone. So we're going to use that for now. So I'm going to get some audio recorded in this. First I have to figure out what I'm going to sing because I'm not a singer. Okay. Well, first thing I want to do is turn the mix down. Because that is blasting in my ears. And I'm just gonna go for something absolutely unhinged and random, and yeah, hopefully you guys like it. Test. There's a fire starting in my heart. know the words, and I'm gonna let your head bang. The stars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The stars of your love keep me breathless. I can't help it. We could have had it. Reaching a beam of pictures, bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. I don't know the words, and I'm gonna let your head bang. The stars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The stars of your love keep me breath.
Okay. It's gonna have to do for now. It's not about what was being sung or how it was being sung. It's the fact that it indeed was sung. Let's go ahead and do this. So, we got our tracks, or we got our project. It's about finished. It only took me 40 minutes, which I was honestly expecting to get this all put together a little bit quicker than that. But to be fair, I did spend some time getting sidetracked, experimenting with some things, which I told myself I was going to allow myself to do. So here we are, and we did experiment a little bit with the keyboard shortcuts. We found a couple of them that I think worked well. Still didn't figure out fades. We figured out tap tempo. And as far as recording over the tracks goes, I think I understand why there's not an easy way to do that, because I don't know if that's the best way to go about things. I honestly think that recording each sound individually is a lot better for the mix, because you have a lot more control over every single aspect of sound instead of just being like one big bulk drum kit sound. Like maybe you want the hi-hats a little bit more present in something, and the only way to really do that is like in the MIDI editor, and I don't think that's the most efficient way to go about things. So as far as recording over tracks, I sort of figured that out as well. Some things I want to take a look at are a compressor, some Autotune if I can find some, and a little bit of reverb. So I think reverb is a good one to start with, and I think for the trumpets, I think reverb would also be really cool as well. So we're going to add a new track. Wait a minute. Control it. There we go. We're going to add a new track, aux input, stereo, boom, and cool. So, okay, I think I sent it to a bus. I think I need to send it to a track. Send to aux 1, send to aux 1. And this one sent to aux 1. I think that's how you do it. So let's solo these. Let's see if that does anything. Huh. So those are supposed to be being picked up over here, right? Like, am I input bus? So maybe I need to do buses instead of tracks. I feel like this should be picking those up since I'm sending these here, right? Is that not how that works? Okay, so I kind of forgot how to send things to the aux track. Let me just quickly output bus. Oh, yeah, okay. The output has to be the bus, not the send. Right? Yeah, the output has to be the bus. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because I want it to output directly into the aux track. There we go. And then input is, I'm gonna leave it like that. That was reverb. Hold on. Let's bypass that really quick. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loop this just so I can hear how do you loop again? Loop. Oh wait. Loop. Okay. Okay. So when I think of reverb, I like to think of if I'm playing in a very, like a church, and it's very resonant, very open, and there's a lot of reverberation happening. There's a lot of sounds bouncing off other parts of the wall and coming back at me. And the time that it takes for that sound to come back is what you're hearing. So I wonder if there's like a way to do reverse reverb and take reverb out. I'm gonna keep messing. I like this non-linear one. I'm not really sure what diffusion does, to be quite honest with you. I don't know what diffusion does. But width, I think, I don't actually know what that does either. Let me keep playing with some other ones. I'm gonna delete this one. Let's add another one on there. See what we can do. Reverb, air reverb. Okay. So let's bypass that. Yeah. So this is like how long it takes for it to actually start reverbing. So this is actually cool because it kind of did exactly what I was wondering if they could do with the room size knob. So a bigger church, obviously, I would put it at 100 and you get more reverberations. It sounds like I'm playing in a theater. Whereas all the way to 0, it sounds like I'm playing in a little tiny practice room and there's hardly any reverb. And it sounds pretty similar to what the original audio recording sounded like. So, and then the pre-delay is basically just saying how long is it going to take before the actual reverbs can be heard, which I think is pretty cool. So this air reverb is way better than the first one I tried. The first one I tried was kind of weird. Still not really sure about the width of the reverb. I think it just has to do like how much it's actually being altered when it comes back, or how like delayed. Oh, let me try delay real quick. Let me see what that does. So pre-delay and delay are pretty similar, but I think delay, it's even more delayed. Like the reverb will start sooner, but the delay of the reverb will be longer, which is weird. But you can increase the time that it is reverbed as well. Reverbed? I don't know if that's a word. Wonder what tail does. It's actually cool. Okay. So that's actually kind of cool. I think I sort of subconsciously knew what reverb was, but hearing it in practice, messing with some of these knobs, I'm not going to mess with the EQing of it because I just don't feel like doing that right now, and that can get really technical, and I just don't feel like doing that right now. So we're gonna delete this, and let's try one more reverb on there. Spring deverb. Gotta do deverb. Oh, this is basically so this is basically the same thing. That's basically the same thing. I guess it's just a matter of which one you like to use better. I kind of like the air reverb. The air reverb is good. The air reverb works. Studio reverb. See, same thing. You get sort of your room size, and it kind of hones you in, and then you get your decay, which is how fast it tapers off. Your pre-delay, which I'm pretty sure is how fast the delay or how long it takes for the delay to start. And this just says tone. I don't really know what that does, but most of these reverb plugins are pretty much the same. So that was fun. Let's try harmonic. Ooh, air Talkbox. we gotta try the Talkbox. So let's aux 1 trumpets. Let's go ahead and add the reverb back on there. Might as well, right? We're messing with it. Let's keep the reverb.
Just I can't help feeling we could have had it. There's a fire start.
Okay, I don't know if the Talkbox is what I was looking for. But they got some other ones on here. Let's Distortion.
There's a fire start.
Not it. Not it. Enhancer? I need some enhancer.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and is bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. I don't know the words and I'm gonna let your head bang.
I can't really hear the difference on the enhancer. Fuzzwall, filter gate, chorus. Ooh, let's try chorus. I remember using chorus on the last thing we did, and it sounded really cool, but I wonder how it would sound with vocals.
There's a fire
Yeah.
starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and is bringing me out the dark.
I'm telling you, the chorus makes the shit sound like an alien. I swear, that's the best way that I can. It makes it squirrely. I don't know if I like it, but I feel like it could definitely be used. Can be used right. So, okay. So compressor. Here we go. From my understanding, a compressor basically, it brings all the low points up to where it sounds good, and then all the points that are a little bit high or clipping, or it'll kind of bring those back down to life. So I think I want to add a compressor on the trumpets. See what that does, because dynamics compressor. Okay, so
There's a fire starting in my.
no, not you. Solo, 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 and solo. So when I have it all the way down, threshold wise, the reason why I can't hear those upper horns is because they're above the threshold, so they're being compressed. So high filter. Let's do the low filter now. So yeah, so with the low filter, I'm guessing was what LF is. When I turn it all the way to the left, I'm hearing more of the lower trumpets, or the bottom harmony. And when I turn it all the way to the right, I'm hearing more of the higher trumpets. So I guess that's a good way to sort of balance what you want to hear. I'm gonna keep it somewhere in the middle. I do want to hear a little bit more of the higher or the lower harmony. So actually I'm gonna put the low filter down a little bit lower and the high filter down a little bit lower. So I want to get a little bit more of the lower end of the horns, and then because my vocals are going to be a little bit higher in frequency, so I think that's going to be sort of how we want it to sound. Yeah, and then we got the reverb that's kind of helping the higher frequencies come out a little bit, because it's in the space, but mainly the lower end of those that trumpet sound is sounding more. So actually I think compressor could be very, very useful, especially if, say for instance, I don't necessarily want to turn the volume down on something, because there may be points that the volume is perfect, and then there may be points where it gets a little loud. So I think the compressor is saying, okay, once the threshold gets this loud, we're going to compress it down for you. So once the loudness happens, that specific loudness is happening, we're going to cap it at that. And anything above that, we're just kind of going to leave out. But I don't really have any use for this yet because I haven't really mixed much. But I think compressor could be very, very useful. Yeah, let's just keep it rolling. We're experimenting here. So, let me see. I was really hoping I can find some kind of auto-tune in here. Frequency shifter. Is that tape echo, time adjuster, analog delay. So there's delay, reverb, pitch shift, repitch, pitch shifter. Okay, so maybe pitch 2.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. I don't know the words and I'm gonna let your head bang. The stars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The stars of your love may keep me breathless. I can't help feeling.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa. This just got crazy. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw what I did. This is basically just like a transposer. This link right here, though, you could switch the left and right side. And so you can have different pitches being sung at the same time in different ears, which is kind of nuts to think about, because I don't even want to think about the kind of demented music that you can make with that. Like, for instance, let me just give you an example.
Starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I see you crystal clear. I don't know the words, and I'm gonna let your head bang. The stars of your love remind me of us. They keep me think. Starting in my heart.
That's just not. I don't like it at all, dude. I don't like it at all. It's actually kind of nuts. It's actually kind of nuts. I wonder if you could do this stuff with the pads too. Can I? Hold on, just for shits. I know it's not an aux track, but just for shits. Just for shits. Let's just. That's actually fucking sick. So yeah, I mean that's exactly it. That's it. That's done. It's there. I mean, that's fucking cool. Okay, so I can use that a lot actually. I can use that. I can definitely use that. I do want to see if I can figure out some Autotune really quick. So let me just do a quick little Google search, see if I can find an Autotune plugin. 14 day, $24 a month? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's not. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I may have to put a pause in the Autotune. I'm just gonna let T-Pain have that one, to be honest. Like the one that I saw him use on one of his streams was Autotune, like the Autotune. And I'm just not. It's not really that worth it to me to spend any money whatsoever on this. So this says Autotune Unlimited. Like, I understand this is probably like it probably works. It's probably everything that I want and more with Autotune. Literally, it made T-Pain sound incredible. But look, man, I'm not paying. I'm not doing a free trial. I'm not doing any of that shit. I'm not doing it. So we're gonna have to put a pause on that one. And by pause, I mean, like, if I get rich, maybe. But, like, no, we're not doing that. Let's try to add another aux track here. Or let's just add an aux track, first of all. Aux, bass. And then I will slide this up to my bass. Oh, not what I meant to do. Slide this up to my bass. And then I will go input, output, and I'll go to aux bass. And then I will go output, and I will do aux bass. Boom. Boom, aux bass. Now, there's also a cool little plugin that I use in there too, but let me see what some of these modulation things do. So, Black Shiny Wah. I mean, let's go for it, dude. What are we doing? So it's a literal pedal. It's a literal pedal. Hold on. That's actually cool. I like that. Little wah pedal. Ensemble. Let's just say bypass that. Actually sounds kind of cool. Actually sounds kind of cool, not gonna lie to you. Bring that wall back. No, bypass the wall. Actually, get the wall out of here. Get out of here. Lo-fi. That's as spooky as it gets there, ladies and gentlemen. That's as spooky as it gets there. I don't know if I like that. Definitely gonna take that one off. That one, I don't really know what the purpose of that one would be. Like, when would be a good chance to use that?
Finally, I can see you crystal clear. I don't know the word.
That pitch thing is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't know. I really don't. I'm gonna keep messing with these bass effects though. So, sound field. Stereo width.
Fire starting in my heart.
That sounds kind of cool. I don't really know what it does, but it definitely made it feel a lot more full, I guess is the right word. yeah, I say let's just give one more wang danga, see what we can find. We messed with some vocals, we messed with the trumpets, added reverb on the trumpets, tried the little pitch modifier thing on the vocal track. It's too crazy and I don't really need it. But Melodyne don't really know how to work, and Autotune is way too expensive, so I'm not gonna go there with that. With the bass, we did add this little ensemble sound, which honestly sounded really cool. Like, I'll show you the difference without it. And this is with it. So it just added, I really don't know how to categorize or put into words what it added, but it doesn't sound like just one sound. It sounds like, I don't know, it doesn't necessarily sound like an ensemble, like multiple people playing. It's not like layered, but it sounds full, like multiple people are playing, if that makes sense. And then the stereo width, this is the difference that makes. Okay. Just smacks you in the face. It's like in there. So those two together kind of get me something I kind of like listening to. The attack is a little weird. But it sounds kind of cool. I kind of like that.
Starting in my heart, reaching a viva pictures, bringing me out the door.
Obviously, we didn't do any mixing to this, so it sounds like shit. But like I said, the end or the final product wasn't the goal.
Well, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Like I said, the final product is pretty bad, but you know, that wasn't the goal. The goal today was to experiment, and I think that's exactly what I did. You know, figured out a couple tricks like tap tempo and a couple keyboard shortcuts. I sort of figured out that I really don't need to record over tracks because it's better to just have individual tracks of each sound, you know what I mean? That way, in post-processing, you have more control over how you want to alter and mix the stuff. So that was pretty cool. I realized that Autotune is incredibly expensive, and it'll be a while before I get to experiment with that. But I also figured out reverb on the trumpet sounds really good. Found out compression is probably going to be very, very useful in the future. And chorus still sounds like an alien. And I mean, yeah, that was pretty much it. I didn't want to spend any more time on fades. I really didn't. And to be honest, I was really trying to figure that stuff out on my own, but that just may be a YouTube video away from me understanding how to do it, and then I'll forever know how to do it. So I may have to bite the bullet on that one. But that's gonna be all for this one, guys. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. I've already got a few of my comrades and a few of you guys even mentioned that they really like what I'm doing and they're interested in seeing how far I go with it. So this will be a cool little thing for me. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing Pro Tools. I enjoy not really knowing how to do things and learning. I'm a learner at heart, and this whole process is fun for me. So if it's fun for you guys, please make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you want to see more. And yeah, I got something pretty cool planned for the next video, so stay tuned for that. And as always, I love you guys. Peace.